card that is going to come out, but I just don't have anything to replace it with right now. And that is a Rot Shambler. It's not like super amazing, it's not really good, but it's kind of just a placeholder for at the moment when I don't really have anything else, but I haven't really gotten the chance to play with it. I don't really fetch it with Yisan because it's just not one of my main targets, but yeah. Sakura Tri-Builder, yeah, Sakura Tri-Builder is amazing, one of the best like green mana things in the game. Scavenging Ooze. I love Scavenging Ooze, like, so much. This card is so good because it gets bigger, you gain life, and you exile cards from graveyards. Everything you want in a card. It's amazing. I love it. Oh, I love this card so much. Scoop Mob. Yes. This card gets out of hand ridiculously fast. You're all like, oh, it's a 1/1, I don't need to worry about it, but then you have all these lands, and then you just, it's a big creature. Okay, then we have Sedge Scorpion. This card is funny to me. It's just a 1/1, but it's got Death Touch. Just make that thing really big, make it a really good wall. It's super good. Okay, this card's insane. Seeker of Skybreak. I remember when I was building this deck, and I was all like, yo, wouldn't it be really, really cool if I played Yisan, but then I get to Yisan like twice in like 2 turns? That sounds really good, right? Like Yisan for a 1-drop and Yisan for a 2-drop in like the same turn. That seems good, right? So I was all like, huh, how do I do that? What am I gonna do with that? Then I was all like, I looked it up and I was like, Seeker of Skybreak. Oh man, this card's juice. Oh, so good, so good. I actually am, I think, constructing at the moment, Simic colored Varel EDH. Seeker Skybreak's going in there because you just untap Varel and you just really good. So, card's awesome. Okay, this card I love for a lot of reasons. I mainly love this card, the card Skin Shifter, because it looks like Nicolas Cage, and that makes me very happy. And I also have a foil, and I very much am happy about this. But, I really, really love this card because it is so versatile. It's all like, it's a big wall if you need it to for 1 mana. For 1 mana, it can be a thing that's got trample, and then for 1 mana, it can also be a thing that flies if you need a flying blocker. Like, it just does everything that you want it to, and for 1 mana, it just becomes those things. It's so good. Cool. This is one of the main card draw engines in the deck, and it's insane. Soul of the Harvest. Oh my goodness, like, this card is absolutely, like, insane, because you play it, and it's got trample in and of itself, and then it's so good, because this deck has so many creatures that, like, you play this card, and then you're all like, okay, play another creature, draw a card, play the creature that I just drew, and I can't even tell you, like, I've been, like, the deck just gets smaller and smaller when you play this card, because you just basically play your entire deck, and it's amazing. Then we have, Surok, and he's a bro, he's Jay Chillin', he gives things haste, he's a 5/4 for 4 mana, which is really good, and I love it because, like, a lot of times I'll play, like, stuff on my turn, but I've been getting into the habit of playing, like, Yisaning things in during, my opponent's turns, but, like, say if I just play a creature, like, straight up from my deck without Yisaning for it, and I'm all like, huh, it'd be really cool if this big dude had, you know, trample right now or whatever, or had, haste right now. Surok's really good for that, so, yeah. This is a card that is coming out of the deck. I don't know why I put it in here, but it's coming out of the deck, and that is, Sylvan Advocate. Really, really good in, you know, in Standard and stuff, but not good in this deck. It's, you know, it's not awful, like, it just doesn't do enough, and it's just gonna come out in this deck. I just need something to replace it with. This is a card that I've yet to draw, and that is, Sylvan, Hierophant. It's kind of like a cool, I don't know, it's kind of like Eternal Witness, but, like, not Eternal Witness. You only get back creatures, but again, this deck runs so many creatures that I don't even, like, the fact that it's a creature doesn't even matter to me. And I have yet to play with it, but I think this card would be really good if say, someone, like, went to attack me, and then I was like, Yisan, search for this block, it dies, I get back something. Like, it just seems to be, you know, a pretty okay 2-drop. Okay, then we have Terastodon. Terastodon's just really incredible because it's all like, yo, I don't like your Planeswalker, have a 3/3. Like, you know, I don't like your your big scary enchantment, have a 3/3. I don't like your artifacts, have a 3/3. Like, it's like Oprah, you get a 3/3, you get a 3/3. Yeah, everyone gets 3/3s. Yeah, I like Terrasen a lot. And then on top of that, it's like a 9/9. This is really good. This card is so good. Thunderfoot Baloth. Oh my gosh, I love this card so much because, like, you have your commander on board. You have Yisan out, and then you play this thing, and then your team gets +2/+2, and it's got trample. Oh man, this card is juice. Oh, this card is so good. I love it. And it's got trample on top of that, so it's like, it's so good. I love this card. This card! I love this card so much. Traproot Kami. You're looking at this card and you're all like, huh, this is pretty bad. However, this card is so good because it's not only forests you control, it's any forest on board. So someone's all like playing green too and you're all like, huh, cool, you've made my thing bigger. And it's got like reach, so you block things and it's really big and people can't deal with it and it's great. And I love this card. This card, I literally don't think I have ever drawn this card ever in the deck, which is so funny because I actually have this in my Almoth deck too, and I need to take it out of this one, I think, because I just haven't played with it. But Undergrowth Champion, this card seems to be really good. You know, it gets really big, and then it's got like this weird, like, sort of indestructible type thing. Like, I don't know, it seems really good, but yeah. Then we have Verdant Force, and you get tokens on everyone else's turn. I'm sorry, on everyone's turn, including your own. Oh, so good. Alright, I'm really, really excited that I have this card in my deck. I'm really, really excited about this. That is Vigor. This card is, like, nuts. This card is actually insane. And then someone goes to kill it, and you're all like, why yes, I will shuffle that into my library. Why yes, I will Yisan and get it back. That is what the kids call value. Okay, this is one of my all-time favorite creatures, like, ever in existence. And that is Woodland Bellower. Alright, cool. So you're all like, oh man, I get a 6/5. This seems good, but what's better than just a 6/5 for 3 mana is getting something else for free. You pay 3 mana to get a 6/5 and Rexage. That seems like value to me. This card's incredible. I love it. Alright, cool. Now we're going to talk about sorceries. So the first sorcery that I have in the deck is Explore. And, like, theoretically, I do want to, like, I've whittled down the excess stuff in terms of, like, the artifacts, enchantments, and things, because I don't want my deck to be clogged up with that. I want it to be creature-based. So, like, this is a card that, you know, potentially, like, may get replaced by, like, a creature at some point. I could... It's a card that I could easily cut for that, but right now it's fine. I do like Explore, I just like, I'd rather it be like a creature or something in this deck. Then Fade into Antiquity. This is one of my all-time favorite removal cards because, as you note, I do have a lot of artifact and enchantment heat, which is awesome. However, this is Exile, which is so key, so relevant, and I can potentially get it back with Green Warden Marassa or Eternal Witness, so yeah, the card's awesome. Rampant Growth, same thing. The reason why I like Rampant Growth is because it's a really nice, like, 2 mana thing that I can cast on turn 2, so then turn, you know, 3, I've got 4 mana, which is really good, so, yeah. Ranger's Path. Ranger's Path is the same thing as Explosive Vegetation, except for it's just forests, so it is really good, but, you know, like I said, I just prefer it to be a creature. This card is insane. Shamanic Revelation. I really like this card a lot because you draw a lot of cards and you gain a lot of life, and you will have so many things in this deck that'll get you ferocious. So, you know, that card late game is just absolutely incredible. I like that card a lot. And then we want to talk about artifacts. So the first I have is Bow of Nylea. And I don't find myself, like, drawing this card, like, too much, but I have played with this card before, and it is really good. I like the flexibility of it. The most relevant, I think, part is that you have Death Touch. Your creatures have Death Touch when they attack, which is incredible. And the fact that you can, you know, you can deal with some smaller things that are flying. You can put a +1/+1 counter on target creatures, so that, you know, does work pretty nicely in this deck, so you have, like, bigger things. You can gain 3 life, or if, again, sometimes this deck, you can be like, oh man, I have, like, little cards in my deck because you draw so many cards and you play so many things. So the fact that you can put, you know, some cards back into your library and potentially get more Yisan triggers out of them was, like, really good, so, yeah. Then we have Dark Steel Plate, and this is a card that's actually going to come out because originally I was like, oh, must protect Yisan, but now I'm kind of like, you know what, if people kill Yisan, I don't really care, because I have, like, so many other things, basically, that, like, I can get with Yisan if he dies, and that's, like, the fun thing, is, like, people are like, ha ha ha, I killed Yisan, and I'm like, cool, I'm gonna recast Yisan, and I'm gonna, like, get more cool things, basically, is what you do. When I play Yisan the first time, I get the best things, the things that are most relevant, like, for example, like, Rex Sage isn't going to be relevant in every game, it's going to be relevant in, like, most games, but sometimes it's not, so, you know, sometimes I won't grab that, but, like, you know, if you kill it and then say it needs to be relevant, I can, like, get another thing off it, it's just really good. Yeah. Powerless Vault, I love Powerless Vault because, you know, if you're playing a deck that doesn't really, like, green just doesn't really do field wipes, it's just not something that does, but I like having the option of having a field wipe, and, you know, this is good because it's exile, it does not care about hexproof, it does not care about, indestructible, it just gets rid of everything. It's so good. And Swiftfoot Boots, I mean, this is a very standard, you know, staple card to run EDH. I don't actually have a Soul Ring in this deck, if you noticed. I don't know if I need a Soul Ring in this deck. I generate so much mana with other things that I don't think I need it. Cool. Then we'll talk about, I'm just going in order of what tapped out is yelling me for, telling me what to do. Apparently, I guess I run 31 forests. I run 34 lands in this deck, which is very weird because I'm like, well, I have so many, you know, mana dorks and mana rocks and things like that, so it seems very few, but 34 is pretty much like my minimum that I'll ever go in an EDH deck. And I run 31 forests because I have a couple of things that get me, like, basic lands or something like that, and, you know, it's a monocolored deck, I don't have to be super fancy with my lands. I run a Llanowar Reborn, and this card is just, you know, it's not really essential, but I kind of like it. You can move a +1/+1 counter on something, so it's pretty okay. And then it runs a Nykthos, and this card is incredibly amazing because you can generate so much mana, you're gonna have so much devotion off of this thing. I found myself never drawing this card, which bums me out. I think maybe I should put, like, a crop rotation in this deck. What do you guys think? The card's really good. And then, whoa, sorry, Magic card, you're on the floor now, I'll pick it up later. Then it runs in Orin Reef, the Vastwood, and this card is so good because you play a lot of creatures in a turn, and then you give them +1/+1 counters. I was actually thinking of taking that card out, and now I'm like, nah, like, I run so many other basic lands. I can have, like, you know, a couple lands that are a little fancy, and that card is so good. The deck runs 2 instants. First, I'm actually really stoked that I opened this. I'm pretty sure this is Japanese. I have a Japanese Naturalize, and I theoretically don't need this in this deck because I have so much Artifact and Enchantment hate, and I understand that, so I could very much take this card out and I would be fine. I don't know why I have so much Artifact and Enchantment hate. It's very important, but my creatures do that, so I don't really need this. I just need to, like, replace that. And I also have Return to Earth. I do like this card because of the option of just return creature with flying. Like I said, I have a couple of ways in the deck to deal with flying, but what if I'm all like, I don't have any of those things, I just need something, and if not, I can, you know, destroy an artifact or enchantment, so that's that. And then the deck runs 2 enchantments. The first is Asceticism, because people are all like, yo, I want to target your creatures, and you're like, nah, you can't do that. And then you get to regenerate your creatures if they die? Yeah, that seems really good. So, Asceticism, and last card that I'm going to talk to you guys about is Beastmaster Ascension. I've liked this card for a very, very long time, ever since I, like, started playing Magic, and it is amazing because you're gonna get the trigger off of it, you're gonna be swinging with a lot of dudes, so getting those 7 counters, this card can just get out of hand very, very quickly, and it's just really, really good. So, yeah guys, that's it. That was my Yisan EDH deck tech for you guys. I always feel so worn out after doing deck techs because, like, EDH ones, because they take so long to do because you have to go through, like, each individual card or whatever. But I hope you guys liked it. And, yeah, thanks for checking out my video, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!